I don't know what's the deal with this lady. I'm not really, I don't get it. Just the egg that she was holding crumbled, and now I'm in this like desert area, and I don't want to be here. You can tell. I really don't. But I have to, I guess. This is not the way to go. It's through the broken window on the side of the building. That's not. Hello, Akuga. Well, I'll keep you in mind. Oh, is this a boss fight? I get the feeling this might be a boss fight if there's that many people just laying around here. Well, first off, before I get anyone else, I'm gonna try doing it by myself. As usual. Yeah, fuck.
Really, no. Help me, please. The Red Hood is come to eat us, to eat our dark souls. Eleanor, help me.
Over here? The Red Hood. Who wears the Red Hood? Or what is it referring to? No. Who, who wears a Red Hood? I really can't, like, remember someone wearing a Red Hood. People dead. Yeah, people dead. Gonna get to find out who wears the Red Hood, or... Big reveal? Oh, I know that. I know that hood. Oh, no, Gale. Is... He was a lot smaller. What's happened to him?
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul.
My Dark Soul? No, I have
For my lady's
a copy of it. Oh, well, yeah, good. Yeah, I'll deal with you. Interesting. Alright, fast attacks. Feels like the Nameless King. Except faster. Ah, shit, he grabbed me. How much did that do? Not that much. Yeah, that's like hard to dodge. And also really dangerous. Uh-oh. No. This is. I did not deal a lot of damage. Woo! Really mad, are we? Uh-oh. Have I angered him? He seems like he's really hurt. No, he seems like he's in a lot of pain. Also, blood's dripping from him. I don't think he's happy.
Is this the blood?
The blood?
The blood of the dark soul.
What? I have questions and I don't think I'll get answers. Oh, we have red aura now. Lovely. Lovely upgrade. Saving. Oh, thank you, game. That's you're letting me know I'm gonna have fun with this phase. Doesn't look like he's easier. It's not even halfway. Oh. What is that? Oh ho ho. Whew. Is that Guts' crossbow? What the fuck? Whew, whew. Ah, damn. Unless he has a third stage, I think I've experienced what he's like. Okay. What was that? What the fuck? I'm gonna summon someone if they're still available. Because I don't know if this is the end of the DLC. If it is, I'm just gonna talk for a bit. And maybe go back to some zones that I maybe missed. Oh. This guy looks interesting. How about this guy? I? Yeah, I'll take I. I'll also take Mr. What was her name? Mohaika. Right. Let's go I and Mohaika. This was unexpected. Unexpected item in bagging area. But yeah, I didn't expect Gale to be the guy. I mean, happy for him, but yeah, I was not expecting it. Also, I really feel like this is the start of the DLC. So far, my honest thoughts have been the DLC is not that great as people make it out to be. It's longer, that's all. You're getting more content, yes, but I don't think it's as fun as the Arendelle one. Oh! Don't die now, me. Come on, Mohaika. Friends, the power of friendship. I'm not ashamed of using like other people to help me. I think this is a lot more fun for me to play. I'm a casual, so... Is labeling yourself a casual a bad thing? Because I really am. I am a casual at this game. And... I don't know. I don't feel bad about it. Ooh! 5? Oh. Big no thanks. Big no thanks. Woo! What was that attack? Are those the Dark Souls? Woo! What is thunder? This guy's going down. Boom! He went down quick. And it took me like 3 minutes to beat this boss. I'm so good at the game. Blood of the Dark Soul. Proper respect. Don't even know if this is the end of the DLC. It might be, honestly. I don't think they'd include more than 4 bosses. What did I think of the fight? Truly challenging. I bet it would be. No. Like right now, I'll explain a bit what has happened recently with Dark Souls for me. This DLC is good, but that's the extent of it. It's not great. It doesn't feel like a prominent add-on to the Dark Souls game. I feel like this is just good. Anywhere beyond the good, like layer, would be going into some territory that I don't think this DLC went into. Honestly. I thought it was good, but it had some moment. No, actually, most of the DLC is filled with enemies that are really tough to beat, and as you saw, for the most part, I just had to run away, because otherwise I would never have enough Estus to actually, like, complete stuff. That's insane. I don't know who thought that was like, ah, yes, we should do this. I did like the DLC, but I don't think I liked it as much as Ashes of Ariandel. Ashes of Ariandel brought such a energy that the original Dark Souls 3, like, campaign just did not have it. It was lacking something, and I think Ashes of Ariandel is what it was lacking. This feels more like, what would I describe best? Anor Londo 2 and extended? Yeah. Yeah, this is basically Anor Londo, but extended, and a bit different design. That's definitely what I would describe this as. What the hell is this? Why are so many people dead? I'm gonna come back to that in like a second. I'm glad I paid for the DLC. It's worth the money, but I don't think it's as good as it's hyped up to be. When I saw Ashes of Arendelle mixed reviews, I'm like, really? This looks pretty fun. And then I played it, and it was really fun. I had so much fun. And then I played this, and slowly I lost interest because of the way the levels were built, I think. Not to say that it was bad. It was still really good. I appreciated the whole thing through and through. I can get Guts' crossbow, I mean. Or I can get this. I think I'll get... I want to get both of them, but... Crossbows don't... Like, yeah, no attribute bonus. They don't increase with how... Yeah, so New Game Plus is gonna suck with crossbows. It's mostly a novelty. I'll get this and then be done with that. I'll equip it just for the end here. Because, you know, it looks cool. Might as well. Any shield I should be wearing in particular? This requires the intelligence I don't have. This requires the brute strength I don't have. I think the rest of this video is going to be discussing what I thought of the Dark Souls as a whole and going through each zone. So if you're not interested in that, then I'll tell you when you can probably like go away from the video, I guess. I don't, you can go away anytime. I'm gonna go back that zone and see what that's all about, but I'm gonna get more strength. For now, I'm gonna continue talking while I'm trying to go to that zone. I'm gonna upgrade this weapon first though. So, Firelink, a really good place to have, but is lacking the Dark Soul oneness of it, if you know what I mean. I don't think many people know what I mean. But it's very obvious if you've ever seen Dark Souls. Because in Dark Souls 1, you never had NPCs that just stayed around like this. They were always just... They come and go, and you never know if they're gonna be here. And I guess this has some of that, but not always. There's a few twists in Dark Souls, the original, that make you just go, what? And then it's like, you lose something really important to you a few times. And most people will go through that and think, yeah, this was really good. And then they go back and they, not go back, but maybe play Dark Souls 3 and realize this is also good, but it's not on the same level, if you know what I mean. It's not the same. Definitely not. So Firelink is okay. It's okay made. A bit stale. It gets a bit stale. That's definitely what I've noticed so far. Other than getting a bit stale sometimes is I kind of dislike how the world could have been completely connected, but they decided not to. The point where I was so disappointed was two places. Well, I was just so disappointed in two of the places. First place was when I first entered Firelink and realized I had to use a teleport to get the next zone. Not walk there, not explore and see the entrance of the zone myself. No, teleport. Which is kind of not fun, usually. Second thing is, well, I think it's pretty obvious what it is. I'm here, right? The Ringed City entrance. They're both just bonfires that teleport you. It breaks immersion when you have that. Sure, you can give people teleports, and that's fine. I use them a lot. They're fun. Because you don't have to walk through 30 zones of enemies. But when you have to use teleports just to get through the zone, from one zone to another, and there's no other way of getting through, that's when I think it goes kind of eh. Oh, so this is Gale's place? Okay, I thought it was somewhere else. Okay, well then, we're gonna go over for each zone and talk about them. But before we do that, let's think of the general opinion on Dark Souls. From 1 to 10, what would I give Dark Souls? 3. We're not talking about the whole series. What would I give Dark Souls 3? Well, thinking about it logically, I think I have 3 factors in my head that contribute to what I care about the most. Graphics are not one of them, just so you know. The graphics are definitely not one of my factors for what I enjoy in the game. 1 is the fun that I have while playing it. 2 is the difficulty of the game. I don't want it to be baby game. Well, that counts only in games that have what you would call difficulty. Like in this game, maybe, like, you can compare it to Call of Duty. You see, you have, like, this difficulty settings and stuff. That's the second option. But you can have other games like, let's say, a tycoon game where difficulty doesn't really matter. It's not the same, you know? And 3, we have, in games that have this, level design. All 3 of these apply for this. Other games that don't have these 3 conditions are special cases that I personally make up the rules for myself. But this is generally what I like to have. And maybe, I mean, level design includes enemy placement. That's included in it. We think about the fun, the last, because that will be influenced by the other 2. Now, to conclude, the easiest one is level design. What do I think? Well, the Cemetery of Ash was a good start. Really good start, actually. Not as good as Dark Souls 1. I need to say that. But it did prove to be quite interesting, especially when you first see the boss. And especially when the twist of the boss is that he becomes a big monster. Because it's even among the later bosses, that's pretty special. Nobody just becomes a big monster out of nowhere, you know? Like the first boss did. The untended graves, which are connected to the Cemetery of Ash, are on... compared to the Cemetery of Ash, they're on the worst side. Because up to the boss fight, it's all fine. Nothing's too bad about it. It's cool. But when you get to the boss fight and you beat him, with the boss fight is really good. So that's it's up until the boss fight and on the boss fight, and then from the boss fight to Firelink becomes way worse because of the Black Knights. Black Knights are not fun to deal with, especially in large groups. You have two, maybe even three of them chasing you sometimes, and you have to rely on getting behind the door that they can't go behind, just so you can, like, come kill them, you know. So I'd give this zone a 7.5. Howl of Lothric. Let's think about this. Howl of Lothric was not that great. Not compared to the Undead Settlement that follows. Undead Settlement might seem like a bad zone, but when you think back to it, it's actually quite fun. It was quite fun to go through Undead Settlement. Howl of Lothric, when you think back to it, you think of the Howl of Lothric to the Tower of the Wall. The dragon, the knights, it was painful, especially for a new player. Then you have Vort. Vort was easy to cheese, but if you don't cheese him, he's actually incredibly hard. Which is surprising, because, yeah. You have the Dancer of the Boreal Valley, really good fight. That brings this up a lot. And then Osiris, I don't know, I won't count this as still a High Wall of Lothric. I would say Osiris is his own zone, which is good. The Consumed King's Garden is a good zone. Short, but good. So give High Wall of Lothric 6.5, yeah. It's a bit lower than the Cemetery of Ash. Undead Settlements, straight up, just 8 to 9, somewhere in there. It's really good. It flows constantly. Like, you have shortcuts everywhere that just connect back, and you're like, oh my god, this is... Yeah, you go here, and you end up here, and the giant stuff, too. And then you get the blade at the end with the Ice Blight on it if you kill the Outrider Knight, and it's really well made. And the boss is more interesting than the other two because it relies on you being limited to only hitting it in certain places. Road of Sacrifices. Solid 8. The first zone is maybe around a 9. It's pretty fun. Have good enemies and stuff like that. The Crystal Sage fight is pretty fun. A bit tedious when it becomes like the second stage with 4 of them and stuff like that. But then you have the Blight. Yeah, we're talking about Blight Town too. 3, actually. It was okay. The thing with turning off the 3 lights and stuff, the 3 flames, it was okay. Not incredible. And I would give it separately like a 6.5 to 7. And the original zone 8, so I guess that puts it at a 7.5. Same with the Cemetery of Ash. But no, now that I think about it, I would put this at a 7. This is a bit worse. 7. Cathedral of the Deep. Good zone. Really good, actually. With a very slow progression. That's the only downside of it. So I'll put it at a solid... What was it? I'd put it at an 8. I wouldn't give it a 8.5 just because of the rooftop areas. Where you can easily fall off. And there's a lot of the little, like, gremlins with the masks on. From, yeah. The black masks. Like Grey Rat. Those are annoying when you're on rooftops. And the Archer Zone too, right? Yeah. That's not that enjoyable. Catacombs of Karthus. I thought I liked this zone. No, I hate it. I actually hate it. This is a 6. It's pretty bad. Even High Wall of Lothric is more enjoyable than this for me. I don't think this is a good zone. And then we talk about, what's it called? The Smoldering Lake. Even worse. Like, that's a 5.5. That's not good. At all. Everywhere is just fire. It's shooting arrows at you while you have to fight a big worm that just has giant hitboxes and like the boss is positioned so weirdly. You don't even have to go through the zone, and then in the zone there's like weird enemies and like stuff that just doesn't really work. And the design of it is just weird. Ethereal of the Boreal Valley, 9. This is by far one of the best zones in the game. 9.5 actually. This is incredible. They did an outstanding job on Ethereal of the Boreal Valley. If we go to Anor Londo though, I'd say this is an 8.5. This is still good. It's short and good. Aldrich is a really fun fight. It actually requires skill. Maybe the arrows are a bit but I will forgive them because they're still not that hard to dodge. Ethereal Dungeon. 4. This is not fun. Not even the Profane Capital. No. This is not good. None of this was good. Because it felt so hard to go through it. And hard is a difficulty scale that I've put. Like, difficulty is a scale that I've put, but this is just not fun. It's the not fun kind of hard, you know? Lothric Castle. Well, let's go in the way that I went. No, technically, Archdragon Peak is next. First half is horrible. Second half is okay. So that would put it at 6.5 to 7. Lothric Castle. Now, when we talk about Lothric Castle, we're talking big boys here. Like 8.5, I think. The fight too is pretty engaging. Dragon Slayer armor is definitely a good fight. The Dragon Slayer armor itself, I would put it as a 9 or a 10. It's a really good fight, really fun. The fun meter counts more than the difficulty meter for me. If you're trying to make the game difficult, just play with like shitty armor and weapons. That's gonna make easy fights hard. Yeah, this whole zone was really good. 8.5. Killed off the first frame. Short and perfect. 10. This is the final zone of the game. Fits perfectly. Just a nice way through. The final boss was exactly what you expect. It's everything in one. Painted world of Ariandel. 8. I would put this at an 8. Yeah. It was a lot of fun going through it, and it felt like what was missing to Dark Souls, the snowy zone maybe, like and the like it's an interesting side world because it is itself a side world. You know, it's not Dark Souls, but it's like Dark Souls painting. It's like a different world for them. The Dreg Heap, was a 7. The Dreg Heap was an 8. I actually enjoyed this, now that I think about it. The Ringed City was a 7. 7.5 towards the end. So overall, I would give the level design of it around a 7.5 to 8, considering everything that we have here. 7.5 to 8 seems very fair. And then we consider the difficulty of each zone. So this is gonna be going through a little bit faster. So this is easy, and then hard. We have medium, the Cemetery of Ash. Medium difficulty. We have High Wall of Lothric. This is also, no, if you're thinking about the start of the game, this is pretty hard difficulty. Towards the end, it is medium difficulty. So that's medium to hard. Undead Settlement. This is medium difficulty, just basic. You're going through, you're struggling a bit, but it's fun. Road of Sacrifices. First half is medium, second half is hard. So medium to hard again. Cathedral of the Deep. This is pretty hard. This zone is pretty hard, yeah. I'd give this a hard, but fun hard. Catacombs of Karthus is medium, but not fun medium, if you know what I mean. Ethereal of the Boreal Valley. Really fun. That's really fun and really hard as well. Ethereal Dungeon is hard, but not fun. Same with Profane Capital. Oh, Smoldering Lake. Yeah, that's hard, but not fun. Lothric Castle is medium. Fun. Yeah. Archdragon Peak, first half is hard, not fun. Second half is hard and pretty fun. Yeah, enjoyable. Kill of the First Flame. Just medium difficulty, fun. The Painted World of Ariandel, medium to hard difficulty, which is fun in this case. Dreg Heap, hard difficulty. And I wouldn't say it's fun or bad. It just is. And then the Ringed City is hard difficulty towards the bad side, but still around the medium point, but towards the bad a bit more. At the end, this final boss fight is really good, so I'll give it that. So around all, we have a medium to hard difficulty scale compared to Dark Souls 1, which is hard to very hard, I'd say. This is an okay rating. It's not as good as Dark Souls 1. I keep comparing it because it really, if you compare the two, this is not as good in more senses than one. And then we have the fun scale. We go through this. So this is fun. Fun overall. This is not fun. So that's 2-1. Fun. The whole thing here is fun. Fun. Not fun. Both of them. This is really fun, so it counts as 2. Not fun. Fun. First half not fun. Second half fun. 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 Towards fun. So that puts it at a fun scale. I had fun with this. So what is my overall rating of Dark Souls, considering all of these? Well, they're not all number based, but in my head I have kind of a judgment. I think I'd put Dark Souls 3 at an 8. With the DLCs included, it is a solid 8. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think Dark Souls 3 was a nice game. That's my honest opinion on it. It was definitely a new experience for me. I've never played a Dark Souls game this much. I've played Dark Souls 1 just a little bit, and Dark Souls 2 never. I'm planning to play it. Dark Souls 3 I never played, and it was really fun. Oh, that's an interesting move. But now I gotta say, it was worth playing. I definitely recommend it. If you have the chance to play this game, definitely do. It's so much fun. Even if the zones that aren't fun, you just go through them, and at some point you'll just end up at a zone, which is so much more fun. Wait, can you explore that area? No, it looks too luscious and green. Maybe you can, actually. I'm not sure. Interesting place this is. Right, well, that was me playing Dark Souls 3. That was all there is, I'm pretty sure. And I had fun. I hope you had fun too watching me play through the game. I recommend you buy it. Link is in the description for the DLC too. If you want to get the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, it is on those videos in the description. Playlist is also in the description if you want to watch the whole series. If you're just watching this episode for some reason, I don't know why you'd be watching the finale first. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next one.